Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Last week, or on Monday, I talked about self-care in my latest video. And in there, I talked about how to de-stress, how to take care of your mental state, and just how to feel well and balanced all in all. And one of those self-care practices that I talked about was actually journaling. But I realized in that video I didn't go into too much depth or in detail about how I go about journaling, how I feel about it, and how I came to journaling. So I thought in this video I go into a little bit more detail about journaling. So for those of you guys that are new to this channel, I'm Sylvia from Catchy Cravings, and I'd love to inspire you and help you master healthy eating, but also healthy living and a healthy mindset. So if that is something that sounds great, you can check out all of my other videos and subscribe. They're free. I upload at least once weekly, and yeah. So as I said in the video about self-care, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it right here in the info cards. You can watch it after this video. I talked about me journaling, and I also said in that video that there are so many different ways of journaling. There's actually no real, rule to journaling. Journal as you please, as it suits you. But a method that I have kind of followed is a method that I've heard being called brain dump. And it is essentially literally dumping out your brain and your thoughts onto paper, and I'll get into more detail. So to give you guys a little backstory on myself, I would consider myself to be someone that is easily anxious and stressed about the dumbest things and the tiniest little things that are so not important. And it is actually something that that again stresses me that I am like this. So it is kind of like a how do you call it? A devil's loop? A devil's cycle? How do you call it? Well, this like ongoing cycle of being stressed and then being stressed because I'm stressed, and ongoing. So that is something I really want to work on, and journaling has really helped me de-stress and kind of quiet the busy thoughts in my mind. So to be honest, the first time I heard about this method of brain dumping, I was really skeptical if this would even work and if this would really have that much of an impact. I just really couldn't imagine writing out my thoughts to get me out of this negative headspace for it to really work. So I was really skeptical, but spoiler alert, I love it. So I really want to encourage you guys to do this as well. So basically what you do, it is really simple. You just dump out all your thoughts. So you write out everything that you are thinking, literally everything. Don't make perfect sentences. Don't make sentences at all. I don't make sentences. So you just write out every single thought or every single word that you have in your head. You just write out on paper. And that really helps and kind of tricks your brain into thinking that they've solved the problem or processed the thought, and you can quiet that thought for now until you have time to go back to it. So when I first started out, I would do this whenever I felt anxious or felt like there were so many thoughts clouding my mind, and I would spill it out all onto paper. And after that, when I sat there, I realized that it really was super quiet in my head, and I could kind of focus on being in the present, and there weren't so many voices. That sounds creepy. There weren't so many thoughts in my head that were distracting me from other everyday activities or important things that I had to focus on. And I also really found out that it really benefited the state of my mind. So before I would often be in this quite negative headspace, and I really found that spilling out all your thoughts on a regular basis really does kind of detoxify your brain in a way. If I look back on my older entries, that the thoughts were much more negative and kind of aggressive. Not aggressive, but I guess negative. And now when I'm doing this kind of brain dump, I do have those days where it's quite negative, but they are less frequent. So that is really a benefit that I thought was really interesting as well. And this whole process and this journaling thing, this brain dumping, has really just helped me so much. It was really a game changer for me. And now I really want to encourage it for you guys. I feel like it's kind of a cheaper form of therapy in a way. Obviously not for serious mental health issues. Do seek out a therapist or someone that can help you. But for everyday struggles or toxic thoughts or stressors, I really feel like this has been super beneficial for me. If you have any other questions about this, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them, although I'm not an expert. Or leave me your thoughts on journaling in general. What are your tips or experiences with journaling? I'd love to hear. And maybe you guys noticed that this is a Thursday video and I usually upload every Monday. That is because I want to upload more frequently. And I thought, how about I chat about things that I love on Thursdays? So this is the topic for the first Thursday chats, and I'm excited what next Thursday holds. So if you guys like this video, I'd love if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos if you like them. And I'll see you guys on Monday for my next video. Bye.